Hey now, friends. Let's do a fill-in plus Snoopy pumpkin patch nails. So this is the nails I had. My retention is definitely getting better, you guys. Those nails were on for probably I'd say about 2 to 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks. So it's definitely getting better. As you can see, I'm just going in with my drill, my Makartt drill, and I'm just going in and taking my design off. This is my first time doing almond nails on myself. So like I said, I was very proud of myself. Because my retention is getting better. And also, I love how the shape came out. At first, I was a little nervous because I don't normally do almond design ever. I always stick to square because it's just something that I love. Because, it's square. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. But the almond nails are needed sometimes so that I can do hair and do all my mommy duties. So, as you can see, I'm just going in with my drill and I am filing down the space between the cuticle area just to make sure that I got all that cleaned out so we can go in and add some more acrylic. Okay, so now that I got the cuticle area filed down, I'm gonna go ahead with my acrylic. I'm using my card in rose petal. You can use my discount code Getlaidbylyssa to get you 15% off your order at Makartt.com for all your Makartt products. Now let's lay this acrylic. So once the acrylic is laid, I went ahead and added a base coat, and I also went in with, you already know, our Beatles liner gel because that's my girl, and she gonna eat down every time. Once all the French was done on every nail, I started to go in and make my pumpkin patch design. This was kind of like picnic table plaid. Yeah, I really was just, when I say freestyling, I mean freestyling. This was definitely a learn as you go, design as you go process from beginning to end, like the whole thing. To make my orange was a little bright. So what I did was just added a gel to it to make it kind of like jelly like texture, like a jelly nail. I just used a regular, I want to say Beetles base gel or Beetles. It had to be base gel. It wasn't top coat. But definitely like a Beetles base gel and my orange. I don't remember where the orange is from. And mixed it together to kind of give it that translucent look so it's not as thick. And like I said, I just was going in freestyling. This was nothing that I saw a tutorial for. I just was kind of like, I seen the nails, they were cute. Let me figure out how I could do this. It's my first time ever doing this design ever. So just enjoy the process. It was definitely a trust the process type of design. To do my picnic table, quilt, plaid, whatever type of design you want to call it. To do that design, I just went in after I cured one set of lines. I would go back in and go over it again and make another set of lines. Now, I originally wanted to do a double French with the croquette type of design, but as I started doing my double French, my hands was shaky. I'm talking about shaky. I had green going everywhere. So I was like, instead of trying to force myself, let me just make this thing work. I'm going to add some leaves. I'm going to add some pumpkins. I'm going to just make it do what it do because I ain't about to be driving myself crazy because my hand's shaky today. We're just going to make it work. So I cured the little leaves, went back in as a circle to make it, make it a pumpkin. And I was like, that kind of like an orange, kind of like a peach. Let me go back in. So I did the same thing that I did with the orange for my plaid pattern. I just took a little brown and some gel, some type of gel, mixed it together so that I could have it translucent, the consistency that I like. And I added in some lines to kind of make it more pumpkiny, make it pop out just a little bit more because it was giving peach. It was giving Georgia peach, and we ain't know Georgia peach. We doing pumpkins. Once I finally got that pumpkin right, I started to really go in and add more green, add more leaves, curl my little pumpkin, pumpkin greenery. I don't know what you call it. But yeah, I went back in and added all that stuff. You're going to see me take it off probably about 2 or 3 times because, y'all, it's art. This is practice. This is myself. This is not my client. This is what nail art is to me. It's not about, it's about having fun and just figuring out what you like, practicing, getting your designs together, making your designs come to life. And so I really enjoy doing this set. By the time I got to the other fingers, my hand had finally stopped being so shaky. So my green double French was a success on these. I went ahead and put those, and I added leaves on most of these nails, the rest of the nails as well. Now I'm going in with my Makartt 3D Sculpting gel, and I'm just adding Snoopy's little body. First I went in and added his tummy, and I just kind of molded it to, be his little tummy so he could be sitting up, chilling on top of the nail. After that was cured, I went in and added another ball to kind of start adding in and shaping his head. The last part of sculpting gel I added was the feet. It was supposed to be his feet, but it ended up being a pumpkin. After everything was sculpted, I went in with my white gel polish and started painting over Snoopy's body. So once his body was done, it started to come alive. I definitely saw the vision. I started to go in and use a red polish to paint Snoopy's collar, and me and Snoopy's collar did not get along. Like, I was so irritated. I'm like, oh my god. It just kept coming out so crooked, but we finally got it together. Now I'm going in with my dotting tool and I'm adding black gel polish just to make his ears. And I apologize for the camera and that angle. It was a lot of times during this video that I had to get really, really close and precise so that I could actually see what's going on, because I had to get up in there. But yeah, I'm just adding in the ear, adding in some other lines as well to make his nose and eyes. Now at this moment, I was kind of like, I hope I ain't mess up, you know what I'm saying? But this is when I decided to go in and use this as an opportunity to make my pumpkin. So I just added in the orange that I used from before with the gel polish. And I also added some green around it to just make it seem like he's just sitting up there holding the pumpkin, just chilling. This was a final look after I added my Cooper top coat. And it just came out really cute. It was so fun to do. I honestly enjoyed this. Out of all my fall designs, this was definitely my favorite.